Hi, this pick a card reading today is supposed to help you to make decisions. It can be whatever decision. It is absolutely neutral. It may be, should I contact this person? Yes or no. Should I change my job? Yes or no. Should I move? Yes or no. Whatever question you have, and I am going to use the Crowley Tarot cards, and there will be two paths. And one way will be yes, what will happen if you do it, and the other way will be what happens if you don't do it. But it's very important to know that if you are stuck between two things, should I take this job or that job? The not doing it path does not automatically mean that you're going to take the other job, because there might be a third option coming. So it is only should I do this specific thing or not. And if you want to choose between two things, then you need to pick another pile. Yeah, if it's going to be job A or job B would be another pile and not the not doing it section. Then afterwards, I will be reading the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. How do you pronounce it? Cards. I drew one card per each pile. We have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4, as you can tell. So let's start with pile 1. What will happen if you do whatever you want to do? What happens if you don't do it? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Sometimes you do have a very, very obvious answer. Right now we don't. That may indicate that there is going to be another option coming. We do have two happy endings, right? What it's about, it's the star, it's a wish fulfillment, it's a wish come true. I think in the end it might be good to do whatever you want, but first it is about maybe you don't think you can do whatever you want to do, or you think you may not be good enough, or you will be rejected. And this card to me symbolizes an inner struggle, inner conflict, and then I think you are going to get maybe help in order to do what you want to do. Or maybe you're that person and you finally do what your gut tells you. So it may be if you want to do it, that there is a delay, but there is a happy outcome if you do want to do it. But if you don't do whatever you think you want to do right now, I do have an happy outcome as well. So then I think you would do something else instead. Here we do have that inner conflict, yes. Happy outcome, maybe there is help getting you out of the situation or bringing you onwards. Either way, you see what it's about. It's the star, it's the wish fulfillment. And if you have this card right here, it kind of indicates that what you want, not necessarily what you want, but what it's best for you will come true. It is, for me, the best option. And sometimes it's important to make a decision. Sometimes it's not the right timing. And I think that is what we do have right here. Because if you don't do it, you will make a decision after all. Maybe you will decide to do something else. Then we do have the Tower. There may be things coming up as well. Maybe, again, fear of rejection. But then we have the Three of Cups. And again, this is a card that can talk about celebration, but also about collaboration. We have somebody helping you here. And this card may also indicate doing something with another person or other people in a group. But also it's the card of rejoicing. So it is kind of hard to say whether you should do it or not, because we have a happy outcome whether you do it or not, either way, which kind of means you can't make a mistake. You do have a happy outcome because we do have the wish fulfillment right here. It is, you see, there's something coming from the universe pouring down, so you are protected. And whether you want to do it or not, I think you will get help and there will be a happy outcome. But we will see if this card tells more. We do have the Queen of the Lights, illumination, enlightenment, and celebration, but it is upside down. I usually don't read reversals, but I do with this deck because, as you can tell, they always have different meanings. There's an ally and a challenger, and it is number 15. So we do have the Queen of the Light as a challenger. The Queen of the Light challenges you to shine your light and not give in to fear. And that is what we have here, right? I'm sorry, I just dropped the book. To shine your light and not give in to fear. Are you hiding yourself for fear of rejection? Again, this is this card. Are you as afraid of success as you are of failure? The light of the divine shining within you is the power that expresses through you. This, not your ego, is the authentic place of self-expression. The Queen of the Light also challenges you to look at how you're affected by glitter, glamour, and the superficial dreams of society. Are you mesmerized by false power? The material world is fleeting. Nothing lasts forever. Make sure your intentions come from deep within you and don't base them just on money or power or what you think love will do for you. Ask instead what you can offer, what you can give. The wealth resides within peace, harmony, and a sense of purpose. Remember that light isn't garbage or gold. It is manufactured, and it is warm and brilliant and natural. Give up the attachment to your outer goal, and it is meant to be yours. It will surely come, and it is meant to be yours. Maybe that is the issue. Give up on your outer goal. Maybe you have something in your head right now that is just not the right thing, and it isn't a time to make this decision right now. This card can also talk for epiphanies. But again, at the end, I do see you happy. I do see you getting help. I do see that happy outcome, but it may differ from what you have in your mind right now. Either way, this is the future. This is the immediate future, and in the middle, whatever it is, I would say right now is not the time to make that decision yet, because we have some struggles to overcome. And again, this may be the struggle of not thinking you can do it, but you can. You can. Maybe you need some help. Yeah, but you can do it. And unfortunately, this was not as clear as I had hoped. Clear yes or no, but maybe it's wrong timing right now. Or again, there needs something to be resolved in yourself first, but your wish will come true, and maybe it differs from what you think it is right now. But it will be even better than what you think right now. So that was it for pile number 1. If you liked it, if it helped you, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you would subscribe, there will be more pick cards to come. But now we will check what pile number 2 has. We had the same card in the previous pile. Okay. This one is obvious. I would suggest to not do it. For several reasons. This card means failure. It's a German card, but this word, it actually means failure. And the 7 of Swords is also a card that talks about failure or not accomplishing things, about not being, I don't want to say not being good enough for something, the fear of not being good enough. And for me, it's also a card that talks about rejection. We do have the Hermit here. And the Hermit is a card where maybe a better plan needs to be done. It's about rejection, looking inwards, and the topic what it's about, we do have the 9 of Cups. It's similar to the previous pile where we had the Star right here, and both cards talk about wish fulfillment. Then if you do not do what you have in your mind right now, we do have the Ace of Cups. This is the happiness card. It's the wish fulfillment card. Not wish fulfillment, but happy, love, joy, big feelings. The Hierophant for me stands for divine protection, and the last card is called Lust, as you can tell. It is kind of a sexual card, but I don't read it always as sexual. It can also be, I want to do something. I'm lusting for, I don't know, this new job, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be sexual, but it's a clear no. And it's also divine protect and divinely guided. Again, this card to me stands for guidance. And we do have happiness. So, and we have two major arcana cards. And this way, we do have the Hermit here. So this one is an obvious no. What you think you should do or want to do right now, not the best option for you. But we will see what this card says. It's the Dragon's Duel. Inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. Let's check the book. Number 23. Here it is. This is ally and challenger in one card. The Dragon's Duel takes place at a proverbial fork in the road. It is both ally and challenger at once, as it represents a tension of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience the duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, right and wrong, black and white. The aspect of our current experience asks you to accept that although you may be going one way, another may call you to change direction. Yeah. Now it is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul leading you. This would definitely be the ego part, because here we do have divine interference and protection and guidance. Okay, now it is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul's leading you. There are always choices in life. Decision making also solves inner conflict. If you're torn between two dragons, the one that you choose to feed will be the one that wins. Which is it? If it's not the one that serves the highest of your intentions, deliberately feed the other, and the duel will be won in your favor. Yeah. So, I hope that helped you, pile number 2. If it did, I would appreciate if you would like my video, and also if you would subscribe. There will be more picker cards to come. But now let's check pile number 3. By the way, I am available for private readings. You will find my contact information in the description box below. But right now we want to see what pile 3 is about, yes or no? 2, 3, 7. Okay. Okay, I will have to clarify that one. It's a yes. It is a yes. What I don't like is the moon as the last card, because to me that stands for insecurities and fears. We do have two people here, the king and the queen of wands. And to me that stands for taking action, actually. We do have two people. Maybe you represent both people. But also it can be about another person. It can be about getting help. This card for me stands for having a lot, and also about for transition. If you do it, you will make progress. It may be something about being creative or thinking in a creative way to reach your goal. But we do have the moon as the last card, and the moon to me stands again for insecurities. I will clarify with this deck, it does contain nudity. So if you're scared of nudity, your answer is yes. You can click off now. Okay, yeah. Okay, this actually tells me. We have the 3 of Wands, and this card means slow progress. That might be where the fears come in, because these cards talk about taking action and giving all your power in, and it might not develop as fast as you want it to develop. It will be a slow development, but there will be development in the end. Or progress, however you want to call it. Or maybe it will first look like it won't turn out, but it will. I want another card for the outcome. Okay. Yeah, I love it. 6 of Pentacles. This word, it means growth. So there is something growing. It just takes a bit longer than you think right now. And that is where those fears may come in. But if you don't do it, we have work here. It's like investing labor into something, and this Queen of Swords is the one that cuts stuff out, making decisions. And then this card, you see, it's basically poison. And this card to me talks about worst case scenario, depression, substance abuse, for example. But it's also always talking about something that is pulling you down. And I like this card even less than the devil, I have to say, or about as much as the devil card. Less actually, because the devil card for me stands for inner conflict, which means there's always this part that says yes, and then there's the no part. And this card, so it's a clear no. A clear yes. Yes, you should do it. You should just know that it may take a little more time. Your effort, we have two people, effort, it will pay off, but it will be slowly paying off. But last card is Earth. I love Earth because Earth is something that pays off in the long run as well. You know, it's not fast development, but it is lasting. Let's check your card. We have the Rainbow Prince, compensation and perseverance. Yeah, perseverance, and it is upside down. Number 26. Let's check this one. Perseverance. Yeah, exactly. Challenger. The Rainbow Prince is telling you that you need to address your commitment. The Rainbow Prince is telling you that you need to address how committed you are to your path. Have you been giving of yourself only as a means to control the situation? His gentle advice is to practice giving fully of yourself. Again here, power. Devote all your attention when you're with someone and be completely present in all areas of your life. When you do so, you will receive more than you're trying to get by being the way you are now. And we have that. It's the success card as well. The other warning is that you may be giving too much and not allowing yourself to be compensated. This may keep you in victim mode, always looking for what's unfair. Perhaps it's time to stop giving so much and instead be willing to receive. It may not be comfortable, but you deserve it, so why not allow it? Let yourself be vulnerable. Therein lies great strength. So again, pile number 3, you do have a yes. It's just taking a little longer than you think it would right now. Okay. If this helps you, I would appreciate if you would like my video and subscribe. There will be more to come. But right now, it is number 4. Okay. Number 4. Okay. Okay. That is interesting. It's a yes, but both parts do look good. To me, it looks like you can't make a mistake right now. The yes part is the path that I think is better because it has 3 major arcana cards. This one has no major arcana cards. We do have the Hanged Man as the last card. I want to clarify it in a second. But we have the Star. Star is wish fulfillment, but we do have wish fulfillment here as well. We do have luck, and the Hanged Man often is talking about change of perspective or changing something, or it will be a little bit different than you had expected in the beginning. We do have the Ace of Swords. It is literally about making decisions. I want to clarify the Hanged Man. I use this deck for clarification. It does contain nudity in some pictures. If you are scared of nudity, please look away or click off. One more, please. That's more than I want. Look, we got counterparts. Okay. Yeah. So we do have the King and Queen of Cups, or Mother and Father of Cups, in this deck. So maybe you were asking about a relationship, about what person is better. We do have the Fool. It's new beginnings, and this card is talking about resting. So I think, even though this is the better path, that it is more like an important step to take you to something that is even better coming, a new beginning. But we do have luck and the stars, so it is the better path. If you choose the other path, it's not a bad path as well. This card can talk about some in a struggle, or you need to put on some energy. Look, we have 2 nines, ending of cycles as well. We do have, this card means joy, celebration, and it is the wish fulfillment card, 9 of cups. And this card for me stands for being grounded, something that is going to ground, long lasting. You do have 2 nice paths. Again, I don't think you can make a mistake. But I do like the yes path a little bit better because, as I said, because of the major arcana cards. Those cards are similar, but this one is of course stronger. We do have luck here, but there will be some change. I think it's an important step that takes you somewhere else and to a new beginning, but a positive new beginning. Those are all beautiful cards. King, Queen of Cups also means following your intuition growing, listening to your gut feeling. It may involve another person because we have 2 guys here. We have King of Cups and King of Pentacles down here. So if you're asking what person is better, no, I don't want to say that because, as I said in the beginning, it doesn't mean that if you don't do this, doesn't mean doing the other thing right away. You would have to choose another pile to check that. But if you do not choose this, there's something else coming that is good as well. And you will be able to make your decisions. It's like an epiphany that comes to you. But both ways are good. I like it. But we'll check your card as well. The Arrow Master. Hitting the mark, intention, and detachments. Yeah, reminds me of this Ace of Swords. It's like hitting the mark, intention. You have your intention and you know what to do. Let's see what we have here though. Number 10. The Hour Master appears to help you to target your intentions and teaches you how to shoot straight for the stars. There's the star. The message is to be deliberate about focusing your dreams and desires with intention and about aligning your intention with spirit. Then let them fly on the wind, directed by the divine until they reach your goal. The only way to hit the target is to allow the arrow of your intention to fly unencumbered by your eagerness to see it travel exactly the way you want it to go. You may think it needs to be veer a certain way or reach your goal, but in the invisible realms, human power cannot make this happen. The divine has its own idea of how the arrow flies and upon what wind it's carried. Nonetheless, if you don't shoot, you'll never score. This is a fortunate message as long as you remember the law of detachment. If you do, then be assured that you're right on point. It does remind me of this card, making decisions, and again, it is a happy outcome for you. Both ways. You can't make a mistake. It's just about making a decision which way you do want to go. Yes, seems to be the better option, but not taking this path won't bring you into a difficult situation because this path is good as well. It starts with a little struggle maybe, but we do have 2 happy outcomes either way. So, yeah, I hope that helped. If it did, I would appreciate if you would like my video. And if you would subscribe. And I am available for personal readings, of course. So, yeah, that was that. Bye.